Hip Car Chronicles, another live episode, another live one, another live episode. Just want to tell you thank you for like, comment, and subscribing to my channel. I have 1,700 subscribers. I need 300 more to get to that 2,000, that 2K. So thank you for doing all this. I like to just say I appreciate all the supporters. All right, Trae Young finally got his ass traded away. Now Trae Young, he got traded to the Washington Wizards for C.J. McCollum and I think Crispert, with the boy named Crispert. And now another piece of news that came in. Now, since the Hawks had traded Trae Young, they're thinking about bringing in Anthony Davis. Here's what I thought: the Hawks, if they was really serious about winning, they could have traded for Anthony Davis and kept Trae Young. But it also, reports came out, the reason why the Hawks did not want to keep Trae Young because Trae Young was up for a super duper max, which is 350 milli. That's right, milli. 350 milli. That's the max that Trae Young was up to get. And the Hawks did not want to pay that super duper max. So, and I understand you don't want to pay that super duper max. Shit, you might as well just go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this one ride. And that's how the Hawks is feeling. The Hawks feel like, they don't want to waste all that money on Trae Young. Because think about it. That 300, 350 million, that's about 60 to 70 million a year. And now your salary cap is fucked because the salary cap in today's NBA is like maybe 120, something like that. Now Trae Young had taken up 50% of your cap, which in hindsight, most teams rather have their stars take up maybe 20 to 30% of the cap, but this will be maybe about half of the cap. So it is what it is. The Hawks did not want to pay that bill, so they decided to go ahead and get him the boot. And and I think they got two players. And I don't say this. Even though C.J. McCollum got traded to the Hawks, he's on an expiring contract. So here's what I think what's gonna happen to C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum, the Hawks is gonna trade him in another deal. It's gonna be some teams that's gonna be desperate for another point guard. And I could see C.J. McCollum be good for the Bucks. Let me take that back. Ryan Rollins is balling, so I don't. If the Bucks want to get desperate, they're gonna make that move to get C.J. McCollum. But but the thing is, C.J. McCollum, he's more mature in his, and I think he could play the point guard role very well. He can also score too. And CJ McCollum is one of the most underrated guards in the NBA. I feel like if CJ McCollum would have never played in the Western Conference, if he would have played in the East, I think CJ McCollum would have been a four-time All-Star at least. Because that's how cold I think CJ McCollum is. So, so I believe that the Hawks is going to go ahead and trade CJ McCollum to a contender. There's a lot of teams that need the service of CJ McCollum. Don't be surprised. Teams like Denver put their bid in. Maybe teams. I don't see OKC put no bid in unless OKC drop a couple draft picks. Now I will say this: if Atlanta want to do this rebuild real nice, hey, I will go right on OKC door and say, look, bro, you want CJ McCollum? Man, give me Caruso, give me two draft picks, and I'm out of there. And I'll let you have that boy real fast. Or I can see another team like the Knicks that needed a backup point guard that could back up Jalen Brunson. I can see the Knicks trading for him. I could, because here's what I feel like: if the Hawks can't trade C.J. McCollum, he's on an expiring deal. They can buy him out. He'll be a free agent by mid-season. So it's possible. Now, if he become a free agent,